Well, hey, everybody. My name is Dorinda Smith, and I am affectionately known as the Autoimmune Geek. And I've got a really excellent presentation to show you today, all about how you can feel better. All right, so here we go. Let me go ahead and let me share my screen with you. And there we go. I think you can see that just fine. And give me just a moment to get all the tech working here. Perfect. All right, here we go. So I'm talking to you high performing women today. And I'm here to teach you how to crush being controlled by your brain fog, your fatigue, your pain. And I want to teach you how to up level to that awesome mind power and that rock star energy and give you no pain for life. Okay, this is really possible now. Now, I am a research scientist, and I've done this for myself and also hundreds of other clients. And I am on a God-given mission to teach you the truth. I want you to get excited today because I'm about to rock your world with some powerful truth and transform your life forever. So I want to congratulate you first on being part of the 25% of people who will actually want to take better care of their health. And you're proving that by being here today. I'm here to show you the fastest and the simplest path to crushing your health issues for life. And here's my big, hairy, audacious promise. Are you ready for this? I honestly do have the answers to help you. And in this workshop, you're going to learn the 3 scientific discoveries that will allow you to create powerful memory and cognition and enjoy rock star energy while also turning anti-aging genes that will dramatically decrease your pain and other symptoms for the rest of your life. All right, so the fact that you're here tells me a few things. First, that you're a high-performing woman who has a heart and a desire to achieve great things in life and be your best, not only for yourself, but for everyone around you. You're probably sick and tired of being sick and tired all the time, right? You are not willing to settle for increasing health problems of brain fog, memory issues, fatigue, pain, and all those other upsetting symptoms that you're dealing with. Your doctor probably isn't listening to you, probably telling you that your labs are normal, yet you still feel all these symptoms, and you're probably scared that you're just getting worse day by day. You know that medications suck. They do. They give you side effects and make you feel weak and powerless, and you hate being chained to them. You want real answers right now so you can get your confidence and your power back. And you have a make it happen attitude. You're willing to do whatever it takes to transform your health and create your very best life. Do I have you pegged? All right, so today I'm sharing with you what is possible if you just learn how to remove those barriers that prevent you from living in your power and prevent you from living in your God-given purpose, okay? But this workshop is probably not for you if you're holding on to some of these damaging, limiting beliefs, okay? So let's look at a few of these. All right. If you feel like you really don't care about finding out the root issues of your symptoms and you would really just rather have a quick fix with some new supplement that you saw on the internet or something like that, right? Then this workshop is probably not for you because hint, there are no quick fixes when it comes to your health, okay? So don't believe people who tell you that there are. You think that pharmaceuticals can probably heal you, but the truth is, they only help the surface symptoms while making you worse in the long run, okay? Maybe you think that your doctor is a god and, he has all the answers, right? Well, guess what? They don't. There are people just like me and you, and they obviously don't have all your answers. Otherwise, you still wouldn't be sick and tired of being sick and tired right now, right? Okay, well, maybe you have, one of those whatever attitudes, right? And you live by the motto, well, whatever. I'm just going to die of something anyway, so I might as well just do whatever I want, eat whatever I want. It doesn't matter. Okay, this video is probably not for you if you feel that way. If you think that the insurance industry has your back and you can get all of your health needs taken care of through your insurance, well, guess what? They don't. Medical issues are the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Okay, or maybe you think that you can do this alone by simply following one of those groups on the internet, or maybe trying the AIP diet, or doing any of those things, right? But yet, maybe you have little or no, medical or scientific experience. But what you're going to learn in this video is that, even other doctors come to me for help. Okay. And, maybe you might have this attitude that, well, you're not willing to invest your time or your energy or your money, right? And, okay, but if you do, you're going to find out that, investing your time, investing your energy in your health is really the only way to get well. And yeah, it pays the highest dividends on excellent health, right? And then you have joy and power and control and happiness, right? Yeah. So, if you stay glued to this training today, I'm going to give you the answers to truly transform your life. I'm going to give you some quick wins right at the end of the video so you can start feeling better right away. I'm also going to give you my Trinity Superfood Nutrition Smoothie recipe if you stay till the end, okay? And I promise that by the end, you're going to learn how to get a customized, tailor-made solution so that you don't have to be just another statistic. I'm going to show you a personalized solution that will actually create long-term sustainable results for the rest of your life. And you don't want to regret not hearing this life-changing information today, okay? It's important. You don't want to be one of those persons who continues to suffer needlessly like I did. You don't want to keep wasting precious time when scientists really do have the answers now. Answers that answers that your doctor probably hasn't even heard of yet, right? Every moment that you remain in your symptoms is precious time lost in your life with your family or your children, right? You can't ever get that time back again, okay? Your symptoms are creating tissue damage that creates worsening disease as the months drag on and the years drag on, all right? So please listen to me, please. Okay, I've got a mission to teach this information to you, and you need to hear it. Stay until the end, pay attention, and take notes, because it's my passionate mission today to rock your world. You ready? All right, let's go. So this is me and my beautiful granddaughter, Jana, who I raised on my own. And she's really my main inspiration for getting my health back. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this in a minute. But who am I? Okay, if you've never seen me before, my name is Dorinda Smith, and I'm the real deal, okay? I'm a research immunotoxicologist and an autoimmune specialist with over 20 years of experience. I did my PhD fellowship at the NIEHS and also Duke University Medical Center. I'm now a holistic practitioner, and I've literally helped thousands of people understand and learn how to optimize their health. And it's really my passionate mission. I want to empower you with the latest science today. I want you to be able to achieve your optimal health and live out your God-given genius for the rest of your life. All right, so let me tell you about a couple of my clients. Dorothy says, I'm a doctor, but I didn't know how to reverse my scleroderma. I believed that I was incurable. Dory was able to accurately identify several root causes that were creating my illness. And when I started working on removing those root causes, my symptoms improved dramatically and my life is so much easier now. And she says, thank you, Dory, from the bottom of my heart. And here's Jacqueline. Jacqueline says, just imagine getting your life back, because that's what happened to me. I've been sick my entire life with childhood, but Dory was able to zero in on just exactly why I was sick and create an affordable plan to get my energy, my brain health, and my many other symptoms better than ever. And now I have a beautiful new baby girl and a thriving health and wellness business of my own. And she says, I only wish I found Dory sooner. Don't wait, do this now, she says. All right, so now I'm going to switch gears a little bit, and I want to tell you a little bit about my own crazy nightmare story, and it's really a doozy. Okay. So I was 13 years into a really awesome career as an autoimmune disease research scientist. And then I decided that I was going to get my own set of autoimmune diseases. Yeah, pretty stupid, right? And, truth be known, I've been suffering with like severe migraines and all these different chronic symptoms since I was about 12 years old. And it took many years to get my first diagnosis. All the while, I was told by my doctors, well, Dory, your blood work is normal. Maybe you're just burnt out and overworked. Oh my gosh, you've been in school forever. Maybe you're just depressed. Oh my gosh, here, just take an antidepressant. I know you've heard this, okay? People come to me every day telling me that they hear stories like this. Well, it happened to me too, okay? So finally, after visiting over 12 specialists in a course of about 3 years, I finally got my first diagnosis, and it was a bad one. It was systemic sclerosis with severe fibromyalgia, which progressed with frightening speed. I felt like every time I went to the doctor, I was diagnosed with yet another autoimmune disease. I wound up developing IBD, Crohn's, arthritis, polymyositis, Hashimoto's, Addison's, and finally they diagnosed me with lupus and said they had lupus antibodies. And I shortly became disabled. I had to leave my career as a scientist. I had to go out on Social Security disability. I lived on a cocktail of anywhere between 12 and 20 medications per day. And yet, even though I was on all that medication, I still became worse and worse as the years rolled by. And, I wound up being disabled for about 15 years. And of course, the conventional dogma, what I was taught in my PhD program is that I was incurable, that there was no hope. I was given an average of 10 years to live. And one doctor actually said very matter-of-factly, well, you might have 20 if you're really lucky, with zero bedside manner, as though I were just another statistic to him. I felt like I lost my entire life, and I kind of did. I lost my husband. He abandoned me with my sick daughter and my new grandbaby. Because, basically he envisioned a life with me, with a rich scientist for a wife, right? Not a sick woman who had to be taken care of and was just going to die. But here's my reason to live. This was my baby granddaughter, Jana. And like I said, due to a family tragedy, I was raising her by myself. And, it was a really hard struggle. We both suffered a lot of trauma due to my illness. And my worst fear was that I would die and that she would be left alone in foster care. And honestly, I couldn't bear that thought, but I felt powerless against this illness. This illness took complete control of our lives. And after all, everything that I was taught and all the doctors, all my specialists told me the same thing, that I was incurable, or so they said. Because then I found my hope, the latest science of precision functional medicine. The Lord literally showed me this new science that I had no idea even existed. I was really saddened to learn that my conventional pharmaceutically driven medical training, it literally sheltered me from learning about the new science due to power, money, and corruption. And yes, I just said that out loud. But I learned anyway how to use the latest science to find all of my underlying root causes at the cellular and biochemical level. Okay, this is important, and I'm going to repeat it a lot. I hired a team of functional practitioners, and they helped me to correct my root causes. We got real busy. Okay, together we designed a personalized, holistic approach for me to address a lot of different things in my body. Okay, we had to address all the imbalances in my brain neurochemicals and my thyroid hormones, all the different disruptions in the way that my mitochondria produced its energy. I had to address the overgrowth of the different pathogens in my gut microbiome. I had all kinds of bioaccumulations of toxins throughout my body. I had disturbances in the way my genes allowed me to detox and express my proteins. Ugh. I had deficiencies, big time deficiencies in my nutrition and my cellular functioning. Oh man, I was a mess. Okay. I couldn't sleep. We had to pay attention to that. I had to pay attention to positive psychology, to movement, to hydration. And, this is just the tip of the iceberg of all the things that I had to do to get well after being so sick for so long. But there's a happy ending to this story, because guess what happened? I lowered my pain and overall chronic inflammation dramatically. I literally changed the way my genes expressed towards health rather than toward disease. I corrected that brain fog and the anxiety and all the hormonal emotional swings. I healed my mitochondria and got my bounce off the wall hyper energy back, right? Can you tell? I transitioned off of all 20 of my pharmaceutical meds. Yes, my ANA, my thyroid antibodies, and my other disease biomarkers went all the way back down to normal. Yeah, I corrected my gut issues, my food sensitivities, that leaky gut thing, corrected it all. I corrected my nutritional deficiencies. I corrected my insulin resistance. And in the process, I naturally lost 100 pounds. Oh, yeah. I reversed my fatty liver disease. I cured my invisible infections, every one of them. I corrected my severe sleep apnea and insomnia. I removed my toxicities. I increased my ability to detox properly. And oh my gosh, okay, I could go on and on and on. So much more. I don't have time to tell you, but get this. My rheumatologist said this to me, and it was one of the best days in my life. She considers me 95% healed. And here's what she said. She said, Dory, she said, with your biomarkers all returning to normal and the lack of any significant symptoms in you, I couldn't diagnose you with even one autoimmune disease today. Right? Isn't that awesome? It was an awesome day. And I went back to school at one of the most prestigious health and wellness training centers in the world. And I became a holistic practitioner after this. So now I can help you to do the same thing that I did. And I started my passionate mission. It's called True Wellness Today. And God grew this mission to a 6-figure company within just a few years. My clients are getting amazing results, just like mine, and are becoming little evangelists for precision functional medicine now. And on top of it all, now I'm partnered with Dr. Isaac Jones as my business and practice mentor. And he's literally helping me. We're all doing this together to change the face of healthcare as we know it. But hey, that's not all I've been able to accomplish since getting my health back. My life is completely transformed. I am totally crushing it. I am full of joy, power, and purpose. I have an awesome God-given mission to help you. I'm fulfilled helping people like you to heal every single day. And I will never, ever, ever be that sick woman ever again. Okay. Well, you might be thinking after all of that. First, you might be thinking, whoa, that's awesome for you. But then you're probably thinking, because I've heard this a lot from other people, okay? Well, Dory, that's great for you, but, my doctor says I'm incurable. I'm just too sick. It's too late for me. I've tried everything. And nothing has worked for me. I'm stuck taking meds, and my doctor says I'm going to have to stay on these meds for the rest of my life. Yeah, those PPIs and other things like that. Yeah, bull. Okay. I've heard things like, well, I'm overweight and I've tried every diet out there, and, I might lose a little weight, but I gain it right back again. I've been on the AIP diet for years and I'm still sick. I've tried every supplement out there with limited success. I've worked on my gut health with another functional doctor. I've worked with several functional doctors, but I'm still sick. Oh, yeah, well, this is just going to cost too much money, too much time, too much energy. Nope, I can't do that. And the biggest one, the one that really breaks my heart the most, is when people come to me and say, I'm just afraid that I'll fail. I'm so tired at this point. I don't think I have anything left to give, right? Okay. I want to tell you that you can do this, okay? Most of those things that I just went over are not really exactly true, okay? They are limiting beliefs. And I want to tell you that there are 4 traits of people who can do this, who can heal, okay? And if you've got these 4 traits, you can do this. First of all, you must be coachable, okay? You must be willing to take action. Don't just sit, okay? You're not going to get anywhere that way. You've got to be willing to take action on what I'm telling you today, okay? You must focus on your progress day by day, not on perfection. Because look, I was not perfect when I was going through my protocols and going through my healing, and yet I was still able to get almost nearly perfectly well, okay? So you got to focus on the progress, not on perfection. And you must commit to never letting your own limiting self-beliefs or, limiting beliefs and that self-doubt, okay? We all got it, okay? We got to stop doing that. We can't let those things stop us from getting what we want out of life, okay? And that's not only true about success in getting your health back, okay? These things are true across the board in life, right? If you're going to succeed, you've got to have these qualities. Don't you agree? Yeah. So I'm here to tell you straight, you absolutely can do this, okay? Even if you think you've tried everything and failed, I'm sure that you haven't, right? So long as you have these 4 traits of success under your belt, okay, and you have the right leadership with love and guidance, you can totally get better. And I'm now speaking powerful truth into your life. And as your mentor today, I want you to hang on to this truth, okay? Because it's going to serve you in life moving forward and whatever you do. So, all right, let's take a little breather here, okay? I want you to take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Okay, let's just do some imagining for a minute, okay? I'd like us together to imagine what your life will look like when you actually start to see your health changing for the better. When you have your brain power and your focus and your memory starting to come back again. When you have that awesome energy and the ability to be maximally productive and get more done in less time again. Oh man, that's going to be wonderful. When you can be dependable. Oh my gosh. And have the ability to be trusted by your team and your friends and your family to get things done again. Won't that be nice? When pain or symptoms can no longer stop you from being creative again. When you can finally live in your God-given power and purpose. Wow. You're going to be a powerful source in the world, girlfriend. I want you to hang on to this truth, okay? Because you really, really, really can do this. I did it, even though I had fears and self-doubts too. I did it, and so can you. All right. So before we take another step further, I need to just take a little time to explain what's happening in the world today surrounding healthcare, okay? Because people are often stuck in this traditional healthcare dogma, and they don't really think about the real cost of continuing in their health issues long term, okay? So we really do need to take just a few minutes today to address this and teach you a few things about the system, okay? So, first of all, when you just treat symptoms with drugs or surgery or even supplements, okay, the issues usually come back and cost you more money in the long run, okay? The number one cause of bankruptcy in America is medical expenses, not to mention, okay, the quality of your life is absolutely dismal, okay? People that live in this traditional or what we call conventional healthcare model, they think that their insurance parachute is going to save them from a catastrophic event in the future. Okay. But, the reality operating in our current medical model today, it says that you should wait until things get really bad before you spend money on correcting it, right? That's what the insurance companies believe. Okay. And you're hoping that insurance will cover it if things get really bad. But the reality is that insurance companies are denying more and more people. And what's worse is even when they do cover expenses, they take that traditional approach of simply covering your symptoms, right? And this leads to faster health erosion and more expenses going into your health over time, okay? This path actually costs you more and leads to more pain and suffering. And haven't we all seen this happening in ourselves, in our friends, and our neighbors, right? I mean, really? This is a broken model that doesn't do anything about prevention or nutrition or cellular health or root causes, right? It just waits for things to get out of control, right? And then makes us go broke trying to fix it with pharmaceuticals that only make us worse in the long run. I mean, it's just a terrible catch-22. And this is exactly what happened to me over my 15 years of disability with 7 different autoimmune diseases, right? Don't you agree with me? This is ridiculous. It is a system that has become corrupted over the years, okay? But there is a better way. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of things here, okay? First of all, on the left-hand side on the red, you've got your traditional or conventional model, okay? Now, this is great in emergency situations. If you get in a car accident or you've let things go on too long and now you're having a stroke or a heart attack or whatever, okay? But where the traditional model falls short is in its one-size-fits-all approach to treating symptoms only with drugs and surgery. Okay, this is not good. It's not what's best for you. Now, while I admit, okay, there's a time and a place for that. Okay, usually in emergency situations or if things have progressed too long, right? But not when it comes to restoring and optimizing your health. To do that, we must use the latest science that's found in the aligned health model. Okay, now I also want to touch on this a little bit. Okay, people talk a lot about alternative healthcare. Okay, but a lot of alternative healthcare, even naturopaths, even integrative doctors, they're still often operating under the traditional model where they're still treating symptoms, but now they're using natural supplements and natural things to treat the symptoms instead, right? That's not good, okay? Because we need to be identifying and correcting those underlying root causes, okay? And this is the same thing that happened to me, right? My first doctor was an integrative doctor who did take my insurance, okay? But he literally caused me more pain and suffering in the long run because he was only knowledgeable in treating the invisible infections, and he did not support my body while he was doing so, right? It was a horrible experience. It lasted for 14 months, and I don't wish that on anyone, okay? And it actually harmed my body in the long run, okay? So in order to get truly well, we must use the new science found in the aligned health model. While the other models treat symptoms only, the aligned health model focuses on addressing your root causes and gives sustainable solutions that create long-term results. And you can see all the differences between these two medical models here, right? And the biggest are like population in general versus precision for you specifically based on your genetics. Oh yeah. You know, in one model, in the traditional model, you're really the victim and you're at the mercy of your insurance company and what your doctor chooses to do for you, rather than in the aligned model, you are empowered. You are actually the VIP of your own health and you choose what you need to do, right? In the traditional model, they take this wait and see attitude until things are so crazy out of control, right? But versus the aligned model, where you're an active participant in your own health journey, right? You take back your control, you take back your power, right? So what do you think? Which model would you rather operate under for your health? Which one do you think is best for you? I think I know the answer, right? And how have you been taking care of your health so far, right? Are you on Medicare or disability or SSDI or Medicaid or, you know, any other Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance plan, PPO or HMO, right? All of these are part of the traditional conventional model that simply does not work to correct chronic health issues. And you already know that, right? I'm going to drop another truth on you. You probably already know the traditional model has failed you. And that is why you're still suffering. Do you agree with me? Do you have the desire and the ability to invest in the aligned health model? It's important that you do. You're going to need to invest. You're going to need to invest your time, your energy, and yeah, you're going to need to prioritize money to do this. It is very important because here's the truth. There are no quick fixes out there. If you truly care about getting your health back, you're going to have to get serious. You're going to need to invest your time, your energy, yes, your money. I want to tell you a little story, okay? In my health journey, I was flat dead broke because I was living on Social Security disability for 15 years, right? And when I first found the new science in the aligned healthcare model, I was literally making about $1,300 per month on Social Security disability. And I was raising a child by myself in San Diego. All right. This is one of the most expensive cities in America. Okay. Now, so you're probably wondering, okay, well, how did you do this? How did you get well? Well, the truth is, I didn't let a little thing like money stop me. Right? I started knitting and crocheting and I made little baby hats and little baby outfits and things, and I sold them online. And I literally would wait until I had enough money to buy my supplements and my treatments and my tests, right? I borrowed money from my friends. I started a GoFundMe. And actually, God brought me a little grant right out of the blue from this wonderful women's organization that helped me, right? Just a little one, but every little bit helps, right? I even took out a small health loan that, you know, once I got well, I completely paid that back again, you know, because I was absolutely determined to get well. Nothing was going to stop me, right? And that investment of time, energy, and some money really paid off huge dividends because, you know, nothing is more important than getting your health back. Absolutely nothing. And let me tell you, okay, if you can afford to go out to eat, if you can afford to have your nails and your hair done, If you can afford a new outfit or shoes, if you can afford to buy a big screen TV or go on a little weekend getaways, right? Then you can certainly afford to get well. And so I'm giving it to you straight. The choice is yours. Okay. But look, the symptoms that you have currently are concerning warning signs. They're like those check engine lights going off in your car. Okay. So now when this happens, we all get scared. Okay. When that check engine light goes off in our car, right? But okay. Do you take a little piece of tape and do you cover up that check engine light so you don't have to see it anymore? Like pharmaceuticals do. Okay. No, heck no. You take your car to the mechanic. Okay. And you do whatever the mechanic says you have to do. Okay. You tell that mechanic, get under my hood, find the exact real problem and fix it for good. Right? Right. Okay. And what research has proven is that disease starts about anywhere from 15 to 50 years before it's actually diagnosed. Okay, that was true in my case. It's true in all cases of Alzheimer's. It's true in cases of all disease. So addressing these issues now, all right, wherever you're at, can help you to avoid more pain and suffering associated with getting various diseases down the road. All right. And even if you're already diagnosed like I was, and you've been disabled for many years like I was, you can still use the latest science to get amazingly better, folks. This is absolutely true. And I hope that you hear the passion in my voice, because this is just too important for you to miss today. You must find your root causes now, and you must fix them. Otherwise, you are only going to suffer more and pay more later. Okay? I hope that you hear me loud and clear. I hope that this makes perfect sense to you, because it is really the only way that we know of scientifically to help you get well. And so this is your choice. And when you make the wise decision to operate under the aligned health model now, you're going to take action on investing into addressing your root causes straight up specifically. When you invest in health optimization, which creates increased energy and longevity, you are actually investing in preventing future costly issues from arising. Did you know that the average cost of simply managing diabetes, for instance, I'm just picking on diabetes, is over $7,000 per year? Okay, that's crazy. Did you know that if you suffer a heart attack or a stroke, you could go bankrupt paying the hospital and the doctors the over $300,000 in costs that are not covered by insurance? Okay, this happened to a neighbor of mine. Okay, this has got to stop, and it can. If you simply learn how to find your root causes now and take action. It's important. Okay, so now I got through all that. Now I want to get to the meat of why you're listening today. Okay, I'm now going to show you exactly why you have brain fog and exhaustion and pain and all of your other upsetting and frightening symptoms. It doesn't matter if you feel like a hypochondriac. I know, I was there. Okay, I know your doctors aren't listening to you. I know they think you're just depressed. Okay, but you're not. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to transform your health without wasting time, suffering, or money. You really can take back your power. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, we're going to go deep now. Okay, here we go. Take a deep breath. Here we go. We're going to get into some really deep stuff. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to ask you a question. Off the top of your head, what do you think are the main underlying factors that block health in your body? What do you think it is? I mean, I know it's all over the internet. It's, everybody's talking about it on Oprah and Dr. Oz, right? There are over 600,000 research articles that have proven with beyond a shadow of a doubt, okay, this is proven science, that there is only one main underlying cause of your symptoms of your disease. So, what do you think it is? I know a lot of people already know, okay? It's inflammation. Inflammation does not just cause age and deterioration, okay? Inflammation is the underlying main reason for all chronic illness symptoms, okay? All right, hear me loud and clear. The main thing that we need to do in order to help you get well is to find all the reasons why you have chronic inflammation. Okay. Now, okay, this is the truth, folks. This is not woo-woo. This is not hearsay. This is not just my opinion. All right. This has been acknowledged by the medical establishment, the conventional medical establishment, in fact. I mean, you need to be living under a rock not to know this by now, right? Even people like Oprah and Dr. Oz and even, Tony Robbins in his new book, Life Force, is talking all about the latest science about how to reduce your chronic inflammation by finding your root causes. Okay. The real reason that we need to get to is why. Why do you have chronic inflammation? This is the real question that we have to answer. Okay, and I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm doing that because it's important for you to get it. Okay, well, here you go. Science has figured this out for us. Look at this journal article explaining that the new science is the future of medicine. And here's another one from the IMCJ, one of the top journals in science. Look at this. And another from JAMA, okay, the largest medical journal in the world, saying that functional medicine creates significant increases in quality of life. Wow. And here's a really sad fact, okay? This was a research study. It says that it takes an average of 17 long years to get the new science information into your hands. Okay. In the meantime, people are sick. People are dying. Okay. Our system is really messed up if this is the case. Don't you agree? But you can use the new science now. You don't have to wait. Okay. That's what I did to get well. That's what all my clients are doing to get well. And that's what many thousands of people around the world are doing in order to get well. They're using the new science now. And so can you. Okay. But, let's go on here. Let's not forget all the latest medical data linking the gut and the brain. You've heard of that, right? That the gut is the new brain. Okay. Leaky gut is really real and it creates leaky brain. That means brain fog, memory problems, cognition, even dementia and Alzheimer's if you let it go on long enough. Okay. And did you know that your gut health is even responsible for your mental health in general? Listen to this. Scientists now know that by correcting the gut, we can now significantly decrease symptoms of anxiety, depression, ADHD in children and in adults, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, and even autism, schizophrenia, and Alzheimer's. Okay, you got to hear me on this. This is the latest science. We can get better. And did you know that even things like gluten sensitivity that creates poor gut health is a major reason for Alzheimer's disease? Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, that traditional conventional model says that, okay, your genes basically create your disease. Okay. And that if your family or relatives had cancer, well, bummer, you're probably going to get cancer too. Right? But the research says something completely different. Okay. The aligned health model takes proven cutting edge research and states that your DNA is not your destiny. This is the latest science. Our genes are not the source of most chronic illnesses. Instead of our genes, it's really our lifestyle and the environment that we place ourselves in that account for 90 to 95% of our most worst chronic illnesses that we know of, right? So What did I just say? I just said that if we change the environment in our body so that we can change the expression of our genes to a more healthy expression, right? Then we can get well. Hey, but how many doctors do you see practicing this way? Do you know of any? I didn't find any when I was trying to get well. But now I want to go just a little bit deeper, okay? I want to show you the top 3 root causes that you need to find and correct in order to feel better, okay? What are they? They are toxicities, deficiencies, and stress. Okay, so let me explain each one of those to you so you understand. Okay, now there have been more than 100,000 new toxins and chemicals that have been brought into the market since World War II, and you get exposed to these every single day. Research is now showing that these factors create disease and dysfunction within your body, and it really truly is the main reason why you're sick. And I am an immunotoxicologist. I study the effects of toxins on the immune system, specifically for chronic illness and autoimmune disease. Folks, I know what I'm talking about here, and you need to believe me, okay? This is real science, okay? The next thing is your deficiencies, okay? Did you know that most doctors don't even get, maybe 5 or 10 hours of nutrition training the whole time that they're in medical school? I didn't get nutrition training when I was in my master's and PhD programs, right? But yet we know now, the truth is that it's toxins plus deficiencies at the cellular and biochemical level that are causing our illnesses, okay? So think about this. Even organic, but of course, conventional crops now have dramatically less nutrient density within them than 50 years ago, right? That piece of broccoli 50 years ago had about 50% more nutrition than it does now, right? Because of the conditions of our soil. We have ruined our food production by the way we've done it, right? This creates major symptoms and issues within our bodies when we don't have all the nutrition that we need. But it's not just nutrition. There's a lot more I'm going to explain in a minute. Okay. And number 3, stress psychology. Okay. Now, I know that a lot of you out there, and I was one of them too, we get told, especially women, okay, we get told, well, it's just stress. It's just stress. That's the whole reason why you're sick. I'm here to tell you that scientifically, that's not true. Don't ever let a doctor say that to you again. Come back and tell them, no, it's not just stress. Heck, I'm stressed because I've got toxins and deficiencies, and that's why I'm stressed, okay? But yes, stress plays an important role, right? And so science has really proven now with all these amazing psychological studies, right, that negative thoughts and emotions can actually turn disease genes on within the cells of our body. Wow. But conversely, and this gives us hope, that positive thoughts and emotions can actually heal you. That did you know that there are studies of cancer patients who are told that they have, they have the best medication in the world here, this brand new pill that's going to cure your stage 4 cancer. And all it is just a little nothing pill. That's all it is. But the power of people's own brains can actually turn that stage 4 cancer around if you believe you can do it. Okay. And that's not woo-woo. That's scientifically proven. We just don't know why. We just know that our brains are amazing and that our bodies are amazing. Okay. We can heal. We truly can. And so here, I want to show you the big picture with this slide, okay? It's all about the toxins, the deficiencies, and the stress psychology, Okay. And I'm going to get a little bit deeper about little deeper in just a moment here. Okay. But you might be wondering when you look at this big slide, because everybody's always talking about gut health and, oh, you have to start with the gut and you have to fix the gut, right? Well, the truth is yeah, you do. What causes poor gut health? Toxins, deficiencies, and stress, right? And so, yes, we have to get to gut health. We have to correct the gut health because the gut is basically controlling everything else. It's controlling your hormones, your immunity, everything, your pain, even your emotions. Your gut is controlling all of that. But you got to get deeper than that, folks. Don't just go to a functional practitioner and say, okay, let's work on my gut. Okay, no, you got to find out what caused your gut to go out in the first place, right? What is it? It's toxins, deficiencies, and stress. And within that toxin category, okay, let's go a little bit deeper here, okay? Within that toxin category, you've got all these different things. You've got biotoxins, all those invisible infections. You've got chemicals, you've got heavy metals, you've got all kinds of things, right? You've got plastics, you've got PAHs and endocrine disruptors and heavy metals and mercury fillings and even the electromagnetic frequencies, right? And radiation and oh my gosh, okay, it just goes on and on and on, right? But scientists know how to find these things for you now, and we know how to remove them, okay? And what about the cellular deficiencies? Okay. It's not just about nutrition. Okay. Nutrition is huge, though, way bigger than your doctor believes. Okay. It is huge. Okay. Nutrition is about 50% of your problem. Okay. What you put on the end of your fork, like Dr. Mark Hyman says, he's right. Okay. So we've got to make sure that we get our nutrition right. We can't expect to be healthy and eat like crap. Okay, that is just a very unrealistic expectation. All right, but we all need to learn how to eat properly. Most of us think we might be eating healthy and we're really not. Oh my gosh. But there's also things that, like poor oxygenation, right? Not being able to sleep properly or having sleep apnea, right? Or having such severe allergies that you can't breathe, or, you've got mold and, now you've got this whole SIRS thing going on. And all right, there's so much that we know how to find and we know how to fix for you now, right? Right. And then, what about the stress psychology, right? Wow. Okay. Now, if you've been chronically ill for any length of time, anytime something stresses you out, don't you get worse? Right. And that's because that stress increases your inflammation dramatically. Right. But then once you calm down, your stress goes back down again and your inflammation goes back down again. And what did I tell you in the beginning? Remember what I told you? I told you that it's all about inflammation. When your inflammation is here, you really feel terrible. But when your inflammation starts doing this, you get better and better and better and better. And that's why the doctor gives you steroids and other things that, dramatically bring your inflammation down, but it doesn't cure anything. That fire, the toxins, the deficiencies, the stress is still, that fire is still brewing and brewing and brewing and burning and burning and burning. And you're going to have to take more and more and more and more steroids and biologicals in order to keep that down over time. Now, let me ask you, does that make sense to you? No, it didn't make sense to me either, right? And once I got my head wrapped around all this, I said, oh my goodness, I have got to start finding all the different root causes in my body. And thank God, science has given us a way to do that now. We've got such awesome testing. We know how to do this for you now, okay? All right, so I hope that I've been able, even though I've only had a little bit of time to do this, and there is really so much more that I need to tell you, but I hope that I've been able to convince you that there really is a better way. You really do need to find your root causes and work on them specifically in order to get your health back. And then, yes, you can. All right. All right. So I want to tell you a little story. I want to tell you the 3 tacks in your booty story. And yeah, this was not my idea. This came from Dr. Mark Hyman. And if anyone, if you don't know who he is, okay, he's one of the top functional doctors in the world. And thanks to him, I'm alive today, right? So let me tell you this story. Okay. Say that you went to a construction site and you sat down and you didn't realize that there was a bunch of tacks right where you sat, okay? And oh my gosh, you got 3 tacks stuck in your booty, okay? So let's just call these tacks toxins, deficiencies, and stress, okay? All right, and I'm just doing that just to make a point, okay? Follow me here, all right? So you go to your doctor, and say you're really smart and you decide, well, I'm going to go to a functional doctor. Okay, so you go to your functional doctor and you say, oh, what am I going to do, doctor? And the doctor says, well, okay, we need to pull those deficiencies, that one tack called deficiencies out of your butt, and then you're going to be all better, right? And so he puts you on the AIP diet, or he puts you on a Mediterranean diet. And you start doing this diet and you're drinking your water and you're doing everything, but you're still sick. Why are you still sick? I know you get this. Because you got still 2 tacks stuck in your butt. That's why you're sick. Okay? You can't expect diet alone to fix toxins and stress. All right? You got to get to all the root causes. Right? I hope that makes sense to you. You got to work on the deficiencies. Yes, you have to. But you also have to find all those other root causes in the toxin category. Okay. And you got to work on your stress. Okay. You have to work on all of it if you're going to expect to get well. And this is where most people are falling down right now. Okay. So I want you to hear me loud and clear. People come to me from other functional practices every day, and they tell me, I've tried everything. I've worked with this doctor. I've worked with that functional doctor. I've worked with this integrative doctor, and I've tried everything. And I'll say, oh, really? What have you done? And they will say, oh, well, I did the AIP diet for a whole year and I'm still sick. They still have 2 tacks stuck in their butt. Or, oh, well, they found this invisible infection and I had Lyme disease. And oh my gosh, they've been killing Lyme disease for 2 years now, but I'm still sick. Well, honey, did they work on your nutrition at the same time? Well, a little bit. Yeah, I got a little bit of supplements and a little bit of gut health stuff. And did they really find all your root causes? Right? That's what we do here. That's what we specialize in here, finding all your root causes. I'm a scientist. I'm a medical detective. I'm going to find every one of them that the Lord allows me to find and that science allows me to find for you. Okay? So in precision functional medicine, in precision science, we focus on the opposite of what creates inflammation and disease and turns those bad genes on. Okay. We want to focus on removing toxins to create purity in your body. We want to optimize those nutrients to overcome all those different deficiencies. And we want to maximize your stress psychology, right? So that you bring stress down and you maximize the positive. Okay. So say we did your testing and we found about 23 different root causes, okay? And you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, but that's very common, okay? Believe it or not, it really is. And a lot of them might be little things, okay, that can be fixed really easily all together at once. But you got to find them and you got to fix them, okay? Now, What if you changed some of your diet and you did a little gut work? Would this address all 23 causes? Well, no, obviously it wouldn't, okay? And this is why you must work with a chronic illness specialist to find all your root causes. You got to work on all of these specifically in order to achieve your results and get your health back and get rid of your symptoms. This is how it's done, okay? Guess what? Correcting all 23 of those root causes that are found at once is not that difficult to do, okay? You just need the right specialist to show you how to do this step by step. And here at True Wellness Today, we make that easy for you. All right, we do that through our 3-step proprietary total cellular transformation process, okay? So let me tell you these 3 steps. It's not that hard, okay? It's not rocket science. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to discover, okay? We need to uncover those underlying issues that are blocking you from transforming your health, okay? And we're going to do this through cutting edge lab tests that actually reveal the actual root causes of your illness, okay? And when we get that data back in just a few weeks, then we move on to the second step, which is to optimize, okay? This is where we're going to customize a plan for you that is proven to get results. And we're going to keep optimizing, okay? Until we get you there, okay? Now, the last step is to sustain, okay? Most people waste money getting these short-term results and they never really solve all the underlying issues, okay? We don't just help you get the results here, okay? But we show you how to maintain those results for life. So, does that sound logical? How does that sound to you? Okay, so step 1, it's super simple. You need to start with a root cause evaluation, right? Because, you're sitting on this side and you're saying, why am I so sick? I don't know. My doctors don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody's giving me a diagnosis, or heck, they're giving me a diagnosis and then they're just telling me I'm incurable, right? But oh my gosh, you don't want to be there anymore. You want to be on the other side, right? Where now you know the reasons why. You know exactly why. And now you can be the VIP of your own health. And with a little bit of help, you can get your health back, okay? You can take control of those root causes. You can do the things that you need to do to fix them, and you can get better. Okay. All right. And this is Scott. Scott is one of my awesome clients. And he says Dory is a genius. I'm really not. I'm just a good scientist. Okay. But he says Dory's a real life medical detective who truly cares. When several doctors and specialists misdiagnosed me and told me I was incurable, she was the only one who took the time to figure out the real reasons and correct my root causes. She literally gave me my life back, and now I tell everyone I know about her. That's Scott. He's awesome. And he's back to surfing again, and I just love it. Okay. So, all right, I've given you a whole lot of information today. I hope that I have fulfilled my promise to you. I wanted to rock your world and shake you up a little bit. Did I succeed? I really hope I have. I hope that you now understand that in order to heal, you must find your personal, very specific root causes for you. And you must address all of them so you can transform your health at the cellular, biochemical, and genetic level and live out your God-given purpose for the rest of your life. And I want you to take a moment right now. I want you to take a moment to just imagine what it would mean if you were free of your symptoms. What would that be like? What's like one major big symptom? Like if I had a magic wand and I could just blink and make it disappear, what's your big one? Or what's your top 3, right? I want you to think about that. And I want you to really imagine, what would it be like to start to watch those symptoms get better and better and better over time? Because that's what happened to me. And let me tell you, there's a high degree of probability that if you just work on this, it can happen for you too, right? What did I tell you? Most people get about 80% better. We'll take it, right? And a lot of people get even better than that, right? Like me. So, you really can do this. I keep telling you that. I hope you believe me. There really is hope for you to get better. You don't have to stay where you're at. Okay. So I've got a question for you now. I hope that you found this content valuable today, right? And if you did, if you're either watching this recording, you can go ahead and you can say, you can type it into the chat for me, or you can type it into the email for me and tell me, because I would love to hear from you. Because we've covered some great stuff, right? And to be honest, an hour isn't nearly long enough to give you all the information that I want to give you, but I had to try to keep it as short as possible, right? So I want to ask you, are you ready to remove all the tacks in your butt, right? I hope you are. I hope you are, because you came to this workshop today looking for a real solution, and I've created that for you. I actually do have your answer, okay? And it's a solution that can help you to gain the momentum and begin making real progress toward getting your health and your power back, right? And if you're okay with this, I'd like to take just a little bit more time with you and just show you what that solution is, okay? All right, all right. So let's get to it, because I want to give you something that's going to change your life today, okay? So step one, I already told you what it was. It's real simple. We need to do a root cause evaluation for you, okay? And it's super easy. In a root cause evaluation, you're going to uncover all of those blind spots in why you haven't been able to achieve your optimal health, okay? You're going to complete a root cause questionnaire that's been designed by the top scientists in the world to uncover your main root causes. Okay, then you're going to receive a one-to-one consultation with me personally, and I'm going to analyze your results for you. And then we're going to identify those real reasons why you are sick. Okay, then I'm going to give you a customized testing strategy to get started feeling better right away. Okay, so the total value of this consultation is over $1,100, but you're not going to pay this. I'm going to give you an awesome discount today, but that root cause questionnaire all by itself is worth over $225. That consult with me for my expert analysis is worth almost $500. The customized testing action plan is worth $195. And then I'm going to give you a couple of bonuses. I'm going to give you this awesome transformation cheat sheet. It's worth over $197. And the next bonus I'm going to give you, you're really going to love this one. Okay. 10% off of your supplements for life. And, we all need our supplements in order to get well. I don't have my own personal brand. We use a full script account, right? But hey, it's awesome, right? You can save a lot of money saving 10% on all your supplements, right? So let's just dive a little deeper into these awesome bonuses that I want to give you, okay? The first bonus is the fast access to my transformation cheat sheet, okay? You're going to get this right away. And it's some of the same strategies that I use with my VIP practice members, right? And this is what they use to advance their healing as quick as possible. And I want you to have that right away, because it's super important that you learn how to follow this from the very beginning so that you can get well as quickly as your body will allow. And I want you to understand that there's this unique science-based functional approach to reversing your chronic symptoms, right? And you're going to get that in this transformation cheat sheet, okay? And this is free today for you, and it's worth over $197. And the second bonus, again, is that 10% off of the supplements for life. So just by signing up to get your root cause evaluation, you're going to get full access to our full script catalog. And, full script has all the really high quality and proven supplements, right? They also have a lot of different natural products available. And you and your family are going to enjoy a 10% off savings from our full script account for the rest of your life. Okay. So before I tell you this huge discount that I want to give you on the root cause evaluation today, I want to tell you about a couple more of my very happy clients. So this is Pam, and Pam says, Dory and her program gave me answers when I was told there were none. Dory gave me hope when I was told I was hopeless. And best of all, Dory gave me support when others walked away. And this is Christy, and she's from Hungary. And she says, I absolutely love Dory's confidence in finding our root causes, and I trust her knowledge to get my vibrant health back. I used to feel very negative about my illness, but Dory's bright and positive personality always helps me to stay hopeful. I feel blessed to be working on my root causes, and I no longer feel like a victim of autoimmune disease. Woo! Go, Christy. Okay. All right. So what are you going to get if you do the root cause evaluation today? You're going to get that questionnaire. You're going to get the personal consult with me and my expert analysis. You're going to get the customized action plan for your testing, which is huge. That's going to save you so much money. Okay, you don't want to just go out there and do every test in the world, okay? You want to make sure and trim it down to only those exact tests that you need in order to find all your root causes. You don't want to waste a lot of money on that, okay? And you're going to get that transformation cheat sheet. You're going to get the 10% off supplements for life. Again, it's an over $1,100 value, but I'm going to give it today to you for only $197, right? Now, I'm sure that you agree that I couldn't make a living if I gave my expertise away like this all the time, okay? So I am only allowing this for the first 10 people who take advantage after watching this webinar today, okay? Then, after those first 10 people, the price will go back up, you'll see, to $597, which is still a great deal. So even if you don't get in on that first 10, right, I would still encourage you to go ahead and get your root cause evaluation at that $597 because it really is worth it, okay? And here's my promise to you. I am so confident that the new science can help you that I'm going to give you my guarantee. I guarantee that I will identify the underlying root causes of your health issues to the extent that science will allow. And that's a lot, okay? And to be honest, it's really not that hard to do. I do this for my clients every day. I also guarantee that I'm going to guide you through the latest state-of-the-art scientific protocols to help you correct every root cause that we find. And I guarantee that I'll guide you through every step of your healing journey with love and compassion and care. So, how does that sound? Does that sound fair to you? All right. So, what's your health worth to you? Think back to the last time you had your hair done or your nails. How much did it cost, right? The last time you bought a nice pair of shoes or a nice outfit. How about the last time you shopped on Amazon or Home Depot, something fun for your house, right? For about the same price, you could have found your root causes of your symptoms already. Right now, you could have your health problems on their way to being solved. So currently, you've got that little purchase, okay? But you're still confused and worried about your symptoms every day. You're still upset, right? What good is that new pair of shoes? What good are your hair and nails when you feel like crap every day, right? You don't have a solid plan right now of action for reversing your symptoms. You don't even know what's causing your symptoms, right? Or maybe you might know some of them, but maybe, what you're doing isn't working because you're not working on all of them, right? Plus, your inflammation is still raging out of control now that you've got that purchase, right? And causing more and more problems in your future. Now, I know you know where I'm headed with this, right? Wouldn't you rather have the answers to your health problems than that pair of shoes or your hair or your nails being done? Wouldn't you rather be on your way to optimal health right now? I know you would. I know you would. You just probably haven't even thought about it like that before, right? Right? So I know for a fact that you would rather be well on your way to healing, just like my client, Lindsay. And she says, Dory's been blessed with a tremendous gift from God as a medical detective. She found that mold and Lyme disease were causing most of my symptoms. Now, with her help, I'm getting amazingly better, and my life is much happier. She's kind and compassionate and has always been there for me throughout my healing journey. And she says, God bless you, Dory. And God bless you too, Lindsay. She's awesome. I love her. She's working so hard on her health and she's getting excellent results. All right. So it's decision time now. Okay. So for the next 24 hours during the replay of this workshop, you can use this link below to go ahead and get your root cause evaluation with your awesome bonuses at 197 if you're one of the first 10 to book, or if you're not, it'll be 597 otherwise. Okay. But let me tell you something straight before you book. Okay. I want to work with those of you high performing women who are ready to take action now, because I know that people who take action get the best results. Okay, so here's a very special extra bonus for you. If I didn't already give you enough awesome stuff, I'm going to give you something else. Okay, the first 10 people to book now are also going to receive a full 10% off of your customized root cause testing package. Okay, now remember what I told you. Your root cause testing is the second step to healing. And it's critical for finding all of those exact root causes, okay? All those little toxins, all the different deficiencies, the different problems with your stressors, the neurochemicals, the hormones, all of that, the gut stuff, okay? All of that. You got to find all of those things specifically in order to heal. And I'm going to give you a full 10% off of your customized testing package if you're one of the first 10 to sign up for that root cause evaluation now. So here's your link. Okay, you can take a picture of it, you can copy and paste it into your browser, or I will also put it in the text for you. Go ahead, grab that right now. And what's going to happen next when you do that? Super, super easy. Okay, once you click on that booking link, you're going to see this screen. Okay, super easy, makes it very straightforward for you. Then you can just go ahead and select your appointment day and time. We always put it a couple of days in advance, right? Because we want to make sure that you have time. You're going to immediately receive your confirmation email as soon as you book, and it's going to have a link to activate your account in our HIPAA compliant portal. Okay. And I want you to do that right away. Don't sit on that. Okay. Activate it immediately. It only takes a second. You just push a button. Okay. And as soon as you do that, the system is going to send you your root cause questionnaire. It's going to come to your inbox immediately. Okay. So I would love you to please fill out this root cause questionnaire immediately. Okay. It is thorough. It will take you about an hour to do, but you can stop and save and come back to it if you want to. Okay. And don't worry. I know I just rattled off several steps to you, but a member of our concierge team is going to be calling to make sure that you get this done. So don't worry. Okay. We will walk you through this. Okay. So then in the next few days, you're going to meet with me personally in a private one-on-one consultation. And you're going to learn the real reasons why you are sick. And these are very personalized for you. You're going to be empowered, you're going to be inspired, and you're going to be motivated. Now that you have your real answers, you're going to be very excited about this. You're also going to receive a report of general root cause findings and your customized testing strategy so that we can zero in on those specific root causes for you. And most of all, I'm going to give you love, compassion, and real hope during that meeting, and you're going to love it. Again, this is the first and the most important step in your healing journey. Don't you agree that it's time to get this done? Yeah, I know you do. So I honestly believe that you're here for a reason. You're at this crossroad right now. And I believe that everyone who sees this information was brought to it by God for a purpose. I don't believe that anything happens by coincidence. I believe that God is in control of every single tiny thing that happens in our lives, even our suffering. And I believe that He brought you to this place right now so that you can hear this information and so that you can actually take action and do something about it, right? And I want you to remember that it's lack of action or lack of knowledge that has gotten you nowhere in the past, right? You're just going to stay stuck in your illness if you don't take action on this, all right? But if you just take a step in the right direction today and trust the latest science to help you, you truly can transform your life just like I did. So I want you to get excited. I want you to start dreaming. I want you to start achieving, okay? What is your life going to look like when you take action and you start really actually correcting those root causes, right? What will you be able to do differently when you actually get like me and you actually achieve your optimal health? It is going to be absolutely awesome. And, you know, as my clients walk through this journey and they come to the other side, you know, they make videos, right? And so we've got videos out there of my clients getting their health back, and we're all crying with them, right? Because it really is. It's a beautiful thing. This really does work. And you really can do this. You really can. So if you're still sitting here watching and you haven't taken action yet, oh my gosh, why not? Right? So we can totally agree that you're experiencing that brain fog or lack of energy or pain or any other of the, you know, million different upsetting symptoms that come along with chronic illness, right? We can absolutely agree that these things are concerning you and they've been concerning you for a while, and that we can agree that you want to be free of these limitations in your life. We can agree that you absolutely want to be optimally healthy. You don't want to be stuck where you are right now. You want to be free of the need to take medications. Oh my gosh, they really do suck, don't they? I mean, they help in the short term, but oh my gosh, they make so many other problems down the line, right? And we can also agree that you want your power back. You're done with this, right? Precision functional science and healthcare truly is your answer. And I say this in all confidence from the bottom of my heart. I know I've walked through this, and I've walked so many other people through this. And there are thousands of other people around the world who have done the same thing, right? So we know the science is real. We know it works. No one can tell us anything different. And, you know, you can really do this. You really, really can. The only difference between me right now, sitting here healed of 15 years of disability, 7 autoimmune diseases, and getting off of 20 medications and getting my life back, the only thing different between me and you is that I learned how to do it, and I didn't let anything stand in my way. Certainly not a little bit of money, okay? Certainly not, okay? So, and certainly not time. Certainly not energy, right? I was sick as a dog. I could barely stand to do the dishes, okay? I did it. You can do this too. All right, so let's do this, okay? We've got this root cause questionnaire that you're going to get. It's a $225 value. We've got the personal one-on-one consult with me specifically for my expert analysis. That's almost a $500 value. You've got the customized testing plan. It's a $195 value, but it's going to save you so much money on your testing. You've got that transformation cheat sheet, transformation cheats sheet bonus. I've been talking for a while now, right? That's a $197 value, and you've got that other really awesome bonus. You're going to get 10% off supplements for life, right? You can pay back this investment like that, just in getting some supplements for your family, right? So the special today is $197, but for the first 10 people only. Okay, so you need to jump on this. And then of course, right, the first 10 people are also going to receive that super bonus of 10% off of your customized lab package. All right, so jump on that. Here is your link to book now. Go ahead and get that done. And I also promised you that if you stayed until the end, that I was going to give you a quick win. Okay, so here you go. I want you to start a new easy morning routine. Now, this is going to sound very, very simple, but it's very powerful. Okay, as soon as you wake up in the morning, you're going to drink about 24 ounces of pure, clean water. Okay, the cleanest, purest water you can get. Please don't drink bottled water. Okay. Then you're going to put the juice of one organic lemon squeezed in it. Okay. And if you want to do even better, put that whole thing in a Vitamix blender, a really good blender. Okay. Even the peel, everything, put that whole lemon in there, grind it up, make yourself a little bit of lemonade out of it. It'll be a little bitter if you do that, but you can also put like just a little bit of a drop or two of monk fruit sweetener, which is very, very healthy, does not raise your insulin levels, right? If you've got gallstones, okay, you're going to want to drink 4 of those each day. If you don't have gallstones, just do 1 in the morning, okay? It's excellent for your liver and your bile, and your liver does such a tremendous job for you. You've got to detox every single day. And if you don't detox properly, you will be sick. You will be, right? And so this is just a simple, easy health habit that you can do every single morning that is going to go a long way to helping thin out that bile, help you to digest your fats better, help you to actually get rid of things like overgrowths in the gut, right? And help you to detox at a much higher level, right? And it really starts working within the first month, okay? So this is an awesome thing that you can start doing, okay? And you'll also want to text me in the chat and let me know that you stayed until the end of this video today. I want you to just type heal.me in the chat. Okay, and once you do that, I'm going to know that you stayed until the end of this video and you saw it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you my superfood nutrition Trinity smoothie recipe. And I'm going to send you that information and how you can get 10% off of your supplements with Full Script. Okay, so, all right, are we ready? Okay. All right. So I want to thank you today for listening. I want to thank you for being a part of my awesome mission to change the face of healthcare. And now I want to take some time to answer your questions. Okay. Please feel free to text me directly in the chat. I love talking to you. I love answering your questions and just giving you hope every single day. All right. I would love to hear from you. So please do send me a chat, send me an email. I'd love to talk to you. All right. So let's get you started on your road to optimal health. Your link to book will be in your chat if you didn't grab it already, if you're not already done. And I just want to wish you a very healthy and blessed day. Bye-bye now, and I hope to see you soon.